of the reasons why it's probably the bad side of social media is how addicting it is.
It kind of almost controls you a little bit because you find yourself judging people more. Generally, that has a negative effect. So, last month, we obviously took a break from social media. Here we are, cafe chat room number 1.
Episode 1.
But we're not actually in a cafe.
We're in my kitchen.
We have previously filmed this in a cafe, but the mic didn't. We were in a very busy cafe, pretty much. We were in a Starbucks, which was just a bad choice.
And we had
it was super busy.
Yeah, we had no mics either, so it's just like we had the open mic on, and it was just like no, it just didn't work. It did not work out.
Here we are, episode 1, round 2.
Round
Take
2. It's like episode 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be on social media, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah. So last month we obviously took a break from social media. I took a break for about a month. You took it for about 2 and a bit weeks or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Why did we do that?
Why did we do it? Well, I think the main reason was probably productivity. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we finished college a couple of months ago now, wasn't it? What did we finish? Like May, end of May, is it?
Yeah. I would
finished
say
college
so.
end of May. And there was like a 2-month period. It's like this transition period. Like you have those first 2 weeks are great because you've got nothing on and you do nothing. It's like such a relief. And then after that, it's like, oh man, I actually need to do something. Like I've got because we're not going to uni. It's like we need to start doing something. And we it kind of got into this lull, I guess, isn't it? Where we were both a bit down because we weren't getting stuff done and we were like didn't know what to do with ourselves, and it was just a bit. It's a weird phase, and so we sort of concluded that. A lot of the time we weren't getting stuff done because we were on social media, not like just scrolling through, not getting anything done, pretty much.
Yeah, literally. That was it was a bit of a long 2 months, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know about you because I wasn't really working. I mean, I wasn't in a full-time job, and it was sort of just like you sat at home and you just stroll through Facebook.
Yeah.
It was like just all the time.
I think we had this conversation, didn't we? Because we were both talking about how we were feeling and stuff, and we sort of came to the conclusion, we were like, that's weird that we're both feeling the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be some sort of link. So we sort of narrowed it down and decided that maybe it was social media, and so we were like, right, let's take a break for the month. So from the start of September, we took a break, didn't we? So no going on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, any of that stuff.
No. Yeah, it was just for a solid period of time where we just couldn't. Yeah, so we had to get app blockers, didn't we? Yeah. That was funny. Because one of the biggest things I noticed. So this is leading on to how we actually when we did our first couple of weeks. One of the biggest things I noticed, and this is probably one of the reasons why it's probably the bad side of social media, is how addicting it is. And I noticed myself like going on when I went onto my phone, I automatically like went to press Facebook or like YouTube, and it was so automatic to the point where I literally was like, holy.
It was like muscle memory, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because like you'd find yourself just sort of because we phoned each other after first like how you getting on, and you'd find yourself like when you had nothing to do, you go on your phone, you just automatically click on Instagram or something, and I'd be like, wait, I'm not allowed to that. So we had to get these app blockers to stop ourselves going on it because so then when you click on it, it comes up like, yeah, you shouldn't be on this.
You shouldn't be on this, yeah. What you
get
doing?
off. You're taking a break.
What was mine was YouTube. Well, Facebook I actually didn't have before. I went on like.
Yeah, I don't
Chrome.
think either of us are very active on Facebook, really, were we?
YouTube was my biggest one.
Yeah, YouTube and Instagram were definitely the main culprits for distraction, especially when YouTube's got the autoplay feature.
Oh God!
And you just sit and watch a video, and then it plays the next one automatically. It's like, oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I'll sit and watch another one then.
7 minutes gone wasted in my life. It is.
Yeah.
It is scary. Was there anything else you Yeah, was there anything else you like sort of noticed besides sort of how addictive it was?
So I get the first week, I definitely like it was massive like the different because I ended up sorting out my diet as well because that was something else that separate that I also linked to sort of how I was feeling stuff because I was just eating so terribly, and so obviously I started not having that distraction allowed me to like do a lot more food prep and just be a bit more focused in what I was doing.
Yeah.
So that was also a benefit from it, and so that in that first week my mood instantly was lifted, I'd say, and I was already being, I guess I say, like more productive and just generally just feeling better. I think that was the main thing, is that I was already started to crawl out the pit, I guess, and not feeling as, I guess, down as I was.
It's scary how much time you do waste on the phone. I think that is, well, when we waste, there's things that like, because there is videos you do watch, and this is part of the good side of social media, where you do watch and you actually gain a bit of inspiration from, but then there is times where you just go through Facebook, YouTube, you think, why, that was just, I don't know why I watched that, like, I wasted sort of, I don't know, 15 minutes of like, and that really adds, that seriously adds to your days.
Yeah. And I think one of the main issues with it is that they've all got this one thing in common, and that's like the like button or whatever. You can like and comment on things, and I think generally that has a negative effect on. I think it kind of almost controls you a little bit, because you find yourself judging people more because of this like button. It's like people are asking for you to judge them like instantly, whether you like it, dislike it, comment or whatever, and you find yourself then out in the real world, not on social media, but you actually find yourself and judging people, and you question yourself like, why am I so quick to judge these people? Like that's not good. Like I shouldn't be doing that. And then there's a reverse effect there as well, when it's like actually it makes you feel a little bit more self-conscious, like you're very cautious about what you upload, and then and you're very cautious, and it makes you a bit self-conscious, like, oh, what do these people think of what I'm putting up and all that sort of stuff. And I think there's definitely a phase that people go through. Some people, I don't know, for me it was definitely sort of that time in secondary school where you're really conscious about what you're uploading onto social media, and you'll sit there and you'll wait for the likes to come in. Sort of thing, you sit there and you're like, oh, you check back like every minute or whatever, like, has it got another like? Has it got another like? And it's like, it's not good for you. That mindset, that's not good at all to be, constantly checking back like that, and so worried about, like, essentially it's pixels on the screen, so worried about that, and it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day.
And it's scary to think that these photos, well, it shows the wrong side. It shows perfection. It's perfectionism at the end of the day, and it's like it shows that only the good side of like what their life is, and it's the optimum. It's kind of like how you see the stories of like success. You see how the fame of these, it's like the biggest like successful people in the world, but they don't see the hard work behind the actual thing.
I see what you mean. So it's like,
it doesn't show. It shows only the good side of their life.
Yeah, and it makes you think you're looking at these people you follow, and there's some inspirational stuff in there for sure. So it's quite motivating sometimes. It's like, right, I want to go out and get it, but it's also quite disheartening sometimes for people when you're scrolling through and you see this and this and this, and it all adds up, and it's like, oh, this person's out in this country on holiday there, like, oh, this person gets to live this kind of life, and it's like, I don't get that, like. Yeah. And it makes you feel a bit sucky.
Yeah, you compare yourself. That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's comparing yourself to these other people. Yeah.
And it is scary. And then when you guess, well, that's when you say secondary school, that was huge as well for me. You compared likes, didn't you? Compared likes to other people. Maybe did you do it with your friends, or did you? I mean, was there sort of this like? Was there like a comparison with your friends, like, oh, he's got this likes, and was there anything?
Not so
like that?
much. I think it's more of an internal thing that you just think to yourself, like, oh, I wonder how many likes it's got. It's not. I wouldn't say there was a comparison between my friends.
Yeah.
But it's just like an internal thing. It's like, like, am I getting enough likes? As opposed to like, what do people think of it? Like, people like me, that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Should I take it down in 5 minutes?
Yeah, like if it hasn't got enough likes, should I take it down? It's not a healthy way of thinking at all, is it? But it is that phase in secondary school though, because that goes for everyone. It's about popularity, isn't it? It's quite a big thing. It's a big popularity contest, isn't it, in secondary school, and so like it makes you think that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But
I think the scariest thing I tell you what, it was the scary. It was quite recent actually when I went on holiday this year. I was in Ibiza, and it was on a beach, and like it's scary, and like just seeing people. I just saw I think it was like a bunch of just friends, just casually hanging out. It was like they pulled out the phone and then obviously started taking pictures, and like literally they were spent probably a good 30 minutes plus just trying to get the perfect photo ever. So they kept walking, they kept walking back, looking at this photo, like no, like, and they went back, and it's like, it's that right there was just it. That was quite mind-blowing, seeing that, like seeing other people do.
Was it just for like a selfie?
It was just like a selfie, and it was.
Because I was gonna say like, I guess so if you're a photographer, then I guess you kind of want to get the perfect photo, but then still there's that idea of being a perfectionist, isn't it? And it's not always.
Yeah. I can tell it was just for like they weren't really just doing it for.
Yeah, it was just for a selfie just to upload onto Instagram.
And it was like it is. You see it everywhere, I think now, and it's scary.
Do I look good in the light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect photo, like it's got to be. It's scary. It is scary, isn't it? But
so going back to this month we had off, well, 2.5 weeks in your case. Like what else did you find? Did you find any bad things, good things? What else did you what did you get out of it, I guess? Because obviously you didn't do it for as long as I did.
No.
And what was the reason for that?
I say the good things I got out of it, definitely, is that my mood did change a little bit better. Yeah. 100%. I didn't, because there is that, goes back to that comparison thing, like, and it's not because I look at my friends and stuff, or people around me, like the sort of I'm friends with on Facebook, it's like looking at sometimes YouTube and actually looking at these celebrities, and then you compare yourself to them, and it's like the expectation of, they're waking up at like 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. I'm waking up at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's the thing. Like everyone's different. You shouldn't hold yourself to an expectation of somebody else. You should hold yourself to your own expectation, and that's the thing, isn't it?
That's the bad thing of social media, is that it's actually destroying that.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. I noticed myself sort of focusing, and like it made me realise. I do not appreciate. It made me realize I didn't appreciate the things around me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you did, because you're always looking for something outside of you. That's like you're trying to fill yourself.
You're trying to reach for stuff that you think will make you happy, but it won't.
Right, and you look at these successful people and they think, they've got it. That's the life I need.
If I get that, I'll be happy.
I'll be complete. I'll be whatever.
But it's not the case, and a lot of the time you look straight past what you've already got, and you don't take time to just appreciate what's actually around you, like your family and stuff.
I've got a roof, I've got loving family, I've got food on the table, you know what I mean? Like that was a big thing for me as well. I'd never appreciated the things around me, and that was probably one of the biggest things I noticed when I was the best thing I've got from it. Now to the week. The 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half, I think it was, I noticed the things about, I think I knew what I needed to do. Because there was times where I was just like, oh, fuck, I can't go on Messenger. Like, there's little things like, obviously like my family and people trying to text me and stuff like that. Like sometimes I miss that. When I missed that, like I obviously there was it's just useful. Obviously, it's just useful, and it's quite awkward trying to like go past that.
Yeah.
So
I almost gives you a little bit kind of, I guess, anxiety and makes you feel bad for not texting people back, I guess.
In a way, yeah. So I noticed that. Well, I knew what I needed to do after those 2.5 weeks. So I thought I would.
It wasn't essential for you to carry on because you'd figured.
I figured it out already, sort of what I needed to do, and
it wasn't having the effect anymore that it was originally.
Right, and so that's when I took it on board and I started, closing down. Like I only have 2 hours a day, YouTube. I don't go on my phone in the morning at all. Don't switch on the Wi-Fi or anything like that.
That's that's something that I've taken from it from mine. If there's that worry that when you finish it, you just slip straight back into the trap, and I didn't want that to happen because it's like there's no point in taking that month off if I'm then going to go after that month and be like, right, I'm back on social media. So I've actually kept the app blocker, and because you can select like times when you want it to be when you want certain things to be blocked and stuff. So I can't remember what time. I think it's still like 8 a.m. now. I don't go on social media.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's good because it gives you time to do things for yourself. So I've got into a routine now where I'll wake up, if I'm hungry or whatever, I'll go and make myself like a protein shake or get a coffee or something like that. And then I'll just sit for just 5 minutes in the morning just to chill, sort of think about like how grateful I am and think about the day ahead and just take that time to just food myself rather than worrying about what other people are doing in the world on social media.
Right.
And then when it's 8 o'clock, it's fine, I can go on it then. But it stops you from just sitting in bed and not doing anything in the morning and straight away going into absorbing yourself into the world of social media.
Scrolling of keeping going in it.
Yeah, and then past 9 o'clock in the evening, I've had a blocker on it as well. Well, I've lifted that a little bit recently, but but I have tried to keep to that as well.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's a balance because you can't. There's obviously no way you know like in this modern world now. There's no way you could sort of. Well, when I mean live without it, obviously you can. I'm saying that it's useful today. It is really useful to say if you want to grow a business and all that type of stuff, and sort of, you know, you need it. But,
and that's the thing. Like we've started on YouTube stuff. We're gonna find ourselves on it that little bit more.
Yeah.
Doing certain things, but it's just as you say that there's good sides and bad sides, and I think the main thing to take away from it is it's about getting that balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I said there's on Instagram, and you said there's really motivational stuff on there to look at and really good stuff that it might help you get your ass into gear.
Right,
but
that's the
it's like overconsumption, isn't it?
It's
kind of like a good diet. Like it's important to not completely cut everything out because you need that healthy relationship with food where you can let yourself have treats and stuff.
Right.
But it's about getting that balance of good and bad. Like
it's same with exercise. You can't do too much of it. You can't really do
you need to rest.
You need a rest. But too little doesn't really get you anywhere.
Yeah. It's as most things. There's always that balance, isn't there?
Yeah. But it's interesting. Now, going on the good things that you said about the whole quotes and stuff like that. Do you actually sort of follow these little like what do you think social media actually does? What is the actual like the good positive thing about it? Instead of because we've talked about the bad things and stuff. Okay. Now, I think what would you say is like helpful for you, and how does it sort of what kind of things?
What do I find good about it?
Yeah, what do you find good about it? Yeah. So I was such a I kind of trying to like point it down into like a thing, but
as I say, there's motivational stuff on there. I think it comes down to like I keep going back to Instagram because that's something that I spend a lot of time on as well as YouTube. But it comes to you have a lot more control over Instagram about the stuff you see, whereas Facebook you see like everything, like the people that you're friends with, you see what they like and what people comment them in and stuff, like you see all that nonsense. Whereas Instagram, you only see the things that the people you follow post.
Right.
So there's a good amount of control in that you can take advantage of, I guess, by only following certain things.
Yeah.
And maybe like it's a good thing, like if you're watching this, go through your Instagram and just have a flick through all your the people you follow, and just like unfollow anyone that you really don't actually care about what they follow, and it's just nonsense, and it's like it's having a negative effect on you. Whatever, just go and like clean through your Instagram and make sure that you're only exposed to the good stuff,
the good side of things. Yeah, it's interesting. Facebook, because I was just on Facebook, wasn't I? And he then told me that I should actually like, because this is when the time I was sort of just like scrolling through Facebook, and I said to him, I fucking hate, like, it's ridiculous what the shit that's on that's on Facebook, sorry, that is just gets sent around. It's like it doesn't really. It's sort of just it adds to that like just scrolling.
Yeah, you
scrolling
scroll through it.
endlessly.
Sometimes there's something that comes up and you're like, why am I seeing this? I don't want to see this. Like, how is this a thing? And
So you told me to go on Instagram.
yeah.
So like,
I convinced you to get it.
You convinced me to get it, and because before I was sort of just like, well, all you do is just post photos and that's it. Like that's what it is. But like, I didn't realize that it's just that you follow what you want to follow, and you don't see anything else. That's all you see of people posting up. That's all you see.
Yeah.
And when I first got it, I was like, dude, this is decent. Like you can seriously, like, if you crack down and sort of follow things that really do say it motivates you, it inspires you. So you got like The Rock or Will Smith, like they bring out some really cool stuff, and it sort of gives you that inspiration to actually go do something, rather than when you watch something, do you come away feeling bad about yourself, or do you come away feeling good about yourself? Like there's that mix.
Yeah.
You need to feel good. Yeah. So you want to feel good about yourself coming away from it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was pretty insane. When I remember like dude, this is a game changer, man. I loved it. I actually really liked it now. Yeah. And I don't really go on Facebook that often now. It's really just Instagram.
That's the thing. Like I only go on Facebook. Like I don't have the app on my phone. Although, so that's the really worrying thing is that my phone, because the phone I had before, I didn't have it on there. The phone that I got, it already had Facebook on it, like pre-installed.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh man, so it's like, it's temptation's right there. Like it's already on your phone, and because I sign into Messenger, it signs you in there automatically, and it's a dangerous world. So I had to. You can't add. It didn't give me the option to uninstall. You had to like disable it because it's like pre-installed on your phone almost. But yeah, it's I can't remember where I was going with that, to be honest. But yeah, it's quite worrying. So yeah, I only go on Facebook now if I'm on my laptop, because it's not installed on my phone. And it's only just to check messages
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the best way. I think. No, it is. I think Instagram. Everyone is using Instagram, and I think that would be if you, like you said, it would be great if they actually started going through what they think that's useful to them, or like I don't know. Do they actually come away feeling great about themselves, or do they actually like? When they look at someone's page or look at their photo or post, do they actually come away feeling good about themselves, or do they actually come away feeling bad, like because they're comparing themselves? Like that's that balance, and I think definitely adding some value to your Instagram and like following people that is inspirational.
And if you're watching and you want to follow our Instagram, Marmalade_shades, give us a follow.
We've got some content.
If you want to see what we get up to on there, if you want to.
See some inspiration, add some...
See the photos we post, then go give that a follow. Much appreciated.
Much appreciated, that's it. We don't have Facebook though, so that's another problem. So that's definitely a no, but Instagram, do it, hit us up. Definitely get some more inspiration. It'll be like we post daily. Well, we say we post daily, but we post.
We go take cool photos. We try to anyway, and we post whenever.
It's not really structured to it, but it's something.
If we get an inspiring, motivational thought, then we might pop that on there as well.
Yeah.
Do you just want to stay up to date with what we get up to? Really, just give us a little follow.
Just give us a follow.
Give us a message as well.
Yeah. Why not?
Hit us up. Say hey. Interact with us. We're friendly people.
We're kind. We're welcoming.
Most of the time.
Yeah. I think refill.
Refill.
I mean, I feel we're covered like most of everything really. The good, bad, the ugly.
Yeah. Should we leave it there?
I guess that's the main. We've covered the main points.
If you did watch, thank you for watching the first ever cafe chat room with yours truly, Marmalade Shades. Ben, this has been Deck.
It's Marmalade Deck. Yeah. Thank you.
Subscribe if you've enjoyed. Hit that like button. Much appreciated.
And we'll see you in the next episode, probably in an actual cafe, because we'll
actually find a decent cafe that's quiet, and we've got
mics now, so hopefully we'll actually get
big budget.
All right. See you in the next video.
See you later.